Yes, yes. What's going on, guys? My name is Eddie Tranzcendent, and this is the Tranzcendent Outlook Podcast, where our mission is to highlight and celebrate individuals, businesses, and organizations that are pushing boundaries, overcoming challenges, and creating meaningful impact in their communities and beyond. And today, I'm really excited because you guys might not know this, but part of the reason or part of how I got into podcasting has to do a lot with the Puerto Rican parade of Fairfield County. I mean, see, a few years ago, not a few years ago anymore, back in 2017, 2016, 2015, in that time frame, I was involved with the PRPFC, and when I was involved with them, I ended up moving all the way up to vice president. And while doing so, I ended up having the pleasure of being involved with the cultural pageant, the PRPFC cultural pageant. And while I was doing that, one of the young ladies' mother reached out to me and wanted me to help her with something. I helped her out, and I asked her for a favor. I said, "Hey, I did you a favor. Do me a good one too." And so I asked her about a radio station and that she was working with, and she connected me. And one thing led to the other, and I ended up behind a microphone, and this is what I love to do, and this is what I'm here today. And so I'm really excited because today I'm going to be sitting with some of this year's contestant winners of the PRPSC cultural pageant. It's really exciting for me, a little nerve-wracking for them, but that's cool. We're going to make them feel comfortable. But again, I'm really excited because I feel like in a way it's almost like a full circle moment of sorts, right? Because again, doing that led me to this, and now I get to sit down with this year's contestants or this year's winners and talk to them about their experience. And so I'm really excited about that. And this is the first interview. So if you're watching this one, there's gonna be 3 more coming up. And so make sure that after you watch this one, get out, go watch the next one, and the other one. These are all amazing young ladies, and these are all interviews that I feel that you guys should really be tuning into and watching and supporting big time. And today I'm super excited because I'm sitting with Nerushka Lopez, who is Miss Puerto Rico for the PRPFC 2026. What's going on? How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really excited to have you here today. I know this could be a little nerve-wracking, but please just relax. We're gonna just have a conversation. And again, I'm really excited to have you here because, as I was just saying a few minutes ago, and I know you heard me, the organization and this particular part of the organization is part of the reason why I'm here today and why I get to talk in front of a microphone, right? It helped me kind of see that I had a passion for something. And in a way, I feel like that's why you're here today, because you had a passion for something that led you to want to get involved with this organization, you know? And we'll get to that in a few minutes. But I wanted to make sure that I kind of just put that out there because I felt like it was really important for you and the other ladies who are here to kind of see how everything kind of connects in life, you know? And I know you're young, but everything connects. The people who we meet, you know, the connections we make, everything makes sense in some way, shape, or form. And that all led to us being in front of each other today. And so I'm really excited about that. But enough about me. Let's talk about you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm 15 years old. I go to Notre Dame Prep in Fairfield.
Okay.
And one of my goals in life is to become a model. But I also have a passion for like the ocean and the animals. So it would be really interesting to be a part of like the scientists that help that happen.
Okay.
So a marine biologist.
Okay.
Something that I'm interested in.
That's super interesting. What got you into that?
I don't know, kind of how I grew up in a way. I went to the beach a lot.
Okay.
And I kind of was always scared of the water until I got older, and I just like kind of loosened up a little bit and realized that like there's like sea life and there's more to like the ocean than just the basics that you know. And I feel like it's very interesting because not like everything is explored in the ocean, and I don't think a lot of people know that.
So you believe or you know that there's parts of the ocean that we don't know about?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of your idea is that you want to be able to be one of the people who gets to discover those things?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. Now, where were you born?
I was born in Massachusetts.
Okay. And then your family traveled to Connecticut?
Yeah.
Okay, so how old were you when you came to Connecticut?
I'm pretty sure I was around 2 years old.
Oh, so super young.
Yeah.
Okay. And in Connecticut, were you in Bridgeport?
No, I was first in Norwalk,
Okay.
and then I went to Bridgeport.
So there's also beach road in Norwalk as well, right?
Yeah.
And so you were going to the beach there and over here?
Yeah.
And how did you end up finding out about a marine biologist? Like, how did you get that title?
I watched a lot of movies growing up about it, a lot of Disney movies that also kind of introduced me to that.
Yeah. That's super. And it's different too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, you ask, you know, young ladies like yourself, you know, what they want to do, and you get a lot of the same answers. Your answer is super different. I would have never thought, oh, marine, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's super interesting. And that's it's good because it means that you already have like a vision. You know what I mean? And again, it might change, later on, but you kind of already have a vision of where you're gonna go, and I think that's a beautiful thing. How did you hear about the PRPFC cultural pageant?
So one of the past queens came up to me in school because we go to the same school, and she told me and said, "Hey, are you like interested in modeling? Like you're really pretty." And I said, "I'm interested in it, but I've never done anything to do anything for it."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, I participated in this pageant. I won." And she kind of told me about how her reign went and all of that and explained it to me. And from that day, she kind of texted me about it, gave me information, and then I kind of just involved myself from there.
That's amazing. And when you first heard about it, was there any initial kind of like nerves, or were you kind of like, "Hey, let's do it, I'm ready"?
At first, I was a little nervous just because I've never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
But after going to the practices, building up my confidence, I felt better about it.
And are both your parents Puerto Rican?
No, just my mom. My dad is from Honduras.
Okay, Hondureño.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And where in Puerto Rico is your mom from? Do you know?
San Juan.
San Juan. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you been?
Yes.
Okay, it's beautiful. Yeah, I try to go every year or every other year. I went last year, and we're planning to go. I'm going in February, so I'm really excited. Definitely try to get out there as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been to Honduras?
No, not yet.
Okay. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be interesting. And so you heard about it, and you got involved. And how was that? How was your the process? How was it for you?
The process was really good. The practices were fun. It definitely exposed me to something that I'd never done before, but it definitely helped me become who I wanted to be. And I feel like it even helps me even more like now to become what I want to be in the future.
Yeah. And do you have a favorite part of it?
I would probably say the practices just because it helped me build my confidence and it made me create friendships with the girls that were also participating.
Yeah. No, I, when you said that, I was thinking about the same thing, just kind of getting together and just having a good time. Because I when I was involved, I feel like that was one of the things that we made sure that we did was make sure that all the girls were having a good time. Of course, it's a competition, right? But it's also an opportunity to meet people and to meet other girls. And hopefully, create those relationships that may be able to last a long time, right? And so that was definitely something that we strive for in terms of the girls who we had, many years ago. Was there any particular part that maybe you weren't so excited about?
I don't know. I think I kind of enjoyed everything.
Yeah.
Maybe some things I enjoyed more than other, but I don't think there was like one part where I didn't really enjoy.
Tell me about the actual the day of the event, right? Of the pageant. Remind me if I'm wrong. There's a part where you actually get to show some kind of a skill, right? Some kind of a talent.
Yes.
What was yours?
I played the ukulele.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, was that something that you learned just for this, or you already did before?
I learned in 3rd grade
Really?
in my old school.
Okay. That's it. And do you play a particular song?
I played Merry Christmas in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How did the people who were there how did they receive it?
I was kind of focused on like
so
locking
you didn't really
in
get to
and
see?
I wasn't really paying attention to the audience at all.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really notice.
Yeah. No. Nobody recorded you.
They did, but I haven't really gone back and watched it.
And how was the moment? How was the moment when you find out that you won? How was that feeling?
It was a really good feeling. I was like trying not to get emotional because I feel like myself, I'm an emotional person.
Okay.
So in that moment, I was kind of just like shocked, like very like happy, obviously. And I was very happy. A lot of people were there to watch and like support me.
Yeah.
So it was just like a good feeling overall.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now let's go back to your Puerto Rican culture. Tell me a little bit about that. Tell me a little bit about the culture and what are some things that you like about the Puerto Rican culture.
There's just like so much that it's like hard to pick.
Yeah.
But I really do enjoy the music.
Okay.
Something that brings my family together, at least like parties or get-togethers. Like there's always music involved, whether that's like just being together with your family or like even cleaning. Like you could hear, like if my mom's cleaning the house, you hear music in the background. Like music is just something so like important, I feel like, for Puerto Ricans.
Yes, no, that I definitely agree 100%. I think, again, just like you, growing up, my mom was cleaning Saturday mornings, music playing, house parties, music is always playing, you know. And music is just something that that definitely connects us, you know. Is there any particular genre of music that you kind of lean towards?
Not so much. I wouldn't say that I prefer one or the other.
Okay. For me, I love salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa, yeah. That's definitely my thing there. I can listen to everything else, right?
Hmm.
But that's always that's the place where I can, you know, whether I'm like upset, happy, in love, upset, like whatever it is, you know, salsa can always kind of, you know, can always make me feel good.
Yeah.
So definitely that. Um, and when you go have you been to Puerto Rico a few times or?
Just one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you went, do you have any particular memory of going?
So my first time was actually a couple months ago.
Okay.
So it was very fun going. I went with my grandma and my aunt, and they like showed me where they grew up. They showed me famous landmarks like in Morro. So it was a very fun experience.
Yes, no, definitely. And when you went back to see where your mother grew up, how was that?
It was nice. I met people that grew up with her.
They're still there.
Yeah, they talked to me and they were like, they told me stuff about her.
Yes.
And a lot of people, they say that I look like my mom. So it was kind of something that was very common that I heard when I was over there. They were like, wow, like you're a copy and paste of your mother. So
That's awesome. Yeah. Are you looking forward to anything, you know, when you go back? Because I'm sure, I mean, if you went once, there's probably plenty of things you didn't get to do.
Yeah.
So is there anything you're looking forward to?
I definitely want to see the rest of my family. I only saw like a small percent. I was only there for 4 days. So I didn't really have that much time to really do what I wanted to.
Yeah.
But definitely get to know my family, go to more beaches because the beaches there are really nice.
Yes, definitely. And to kind of end, tell me, I know that you have, you know, goals set in terms of, you know, what you want to do as a career. Is there anything else that you're looking forward to in terms of goals?
Yeah, I think I stated this before, but modeling is something like I really just have a passion for as well.
Yes. What do you guys have coming up in you know, in terms of the Royal Court for this year? You have anything coming up?
Yeah, we do have a car wash coming up. It's a fundraiser.
I saw that. Yes, I saw the flyer. Yes. Are you guys excited for that?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of work. Sure. But it should also be a lot of fun. So the summer we're kind of like in the middle of the summer. The summers in Connecticut are super quick. You know, before you know it, you blink. You know, you blink your eye and it's kind of all gone. But it's also full of different events happening that are tied to the Puerto Rican community, right? And so, are you guys involved? You know, and when I say you guys, I mean, is the Royal Court involved with any other events coming up?
Yeah, so we're involved with the New Haven organization a lot throughout the summer. For example, like parades and festivals.
Okay, yeah, no, that's gonna be exciting. I'm actually gonna have Joe here. I think next week to talk about some of the events that they have coming up. I know they have they have their festival coming up, and they have like India coming down, which is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
They do a really good job in terms of bringing great artists down. If you you know, if you're really in the music, you know, and you love salsa, like last year they had Charlie Aponte, this year they have La India. The year before that they had Johnny Rivera. I mean, I love it. She's salsero, so I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so before we get out of here, you know, what I like to do is I like to kind of end it on a positive note. Not that this has to be positive, but on a positive note in terms of just sharing some wisdom, right?
Yeah.
You just went through, you know, the whole process to become Miss Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Something that was new to you, something that was different, and something that was special. Something that a lot of other people have never gone through, right? Whether young or older, you've done something that a lot of people have never done before. And so, if you wouldn't mind just sharing some words of wisdom to any, you know, young lady who perhaps is thinking about doing it and maybe it's a little bit, I don't know if I want to do it or not, you know, if you don't mind just sharing some words of wisdom to kind of maybe inspire them to go ahead and do what you've done. And then also maybe tell us a little bit about how they can get involved with the organization.
Yeah, of course. I think that it's a good opportunity to step out of your comfort zone, build your confidence, and meet new people. And I feel like you could also just learn more about this on our Instagram page because we post a lot of our events and kind of how to get involved there.
Okay. Right, perfect. So if you guys are still watching, please go down to the description of this video and you'll be able to see all the different ways in which you can get in contact with the Puerto Rican Parade of Fairfield County and the cultural pageant. And down there, you'll be able to kind of understand a little bit more about how to get involved. If you're a young lady watching this, just reach out and, obviously talk to your parents and reach out. And if you're a parent and maybe you want to get your daughter involved, please make sure you reach out to the Puerto Rican Parade of Fairfield County early, because they'll start in the fall. They'll start kind of getting ready for next year. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to wait to the last minute, right? It's kind of a long process. And the earlier they can get these young ladies in here to start the process, the better. And so please, if you're watching, if you're interested, please reach out to me. Reach out to any of the information down in the description, and kind of get the process started. I think that this is an amazing opportunity for any young person to take advantage of. And as you can see here, it's definitely possible for you if you're watching. Again, if it's possible for her, it's possible for anybody. Again, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I'm looking forward to the year coming along and all the great things that you have coming up.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Please, if there's anything I could ever do for you, don't hesitate to reach out, and let me know how I can help you. If you want to come back here and do it again, we can do it again. I wish you a lot of luck and a lot of blessings in what you have coming up. I think I think it's super interesting. Marine biologist is still in my head. I just think it's great because it's something that not a lot of people are talking about, and I think it's great. And I think that you're gonna go into it. We talked about it, off camera before. You're going into something that you love to do, which is beautiful because that means that you'll be living kind of your dream. And I really hope that for you. So again, thank you so much for joining me here today, and I hope you have a beautiful evening.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, guys, thank you so much, and don't forget, be transcendent.